Hey funnel builders, Mike here from Sell Your Service, and today I want to talk to you about 5 super easy ways to surefire increase the number of referrals you generate for your marketing funnel business. So marketing funnel businesses rely on referrals. Although content marketing is outstanding as a method of generating a lot of leads and a lot of interest, generating referrals frankly shortens the distance between someone who doesn't know that you exist and someone who trusts you. Customers are more likely to refer someone to you who they think that they're going to be similar to working with, and therefore whoever they refer you on to is going to trust you more because it's come from someone that they already know. Having a decent referral system in place, and one that's even potentially automated, can completely remove the need for you to have to generate referrals manually. It can do wonders for your business to have a customer sales force out there working for you, generating you referrals and generating new customers, leads, and income without you having to do any of the work. So number 1 is to simply ask for those referrals. The ability to sit down with a customer, someone who you already know, you've already got a relationship with, and say to them, hey, I was wondering, are there 3 people similar to yourself who you think I could help today if I was to send them an email? Or are there 3 people that you can think of that would be worth me talking to and that you could introduce me to? You'd really be helping me out. Now, I think there's a big misconception that some people think that asking for referrals is a little bit tacky, or that customers won't want to do it. The reality is that people love referring funnel builders and good suppliers onto their friends and colleagues because it makes them look good. If anyone is to ever refer me on, I would hope I do a good enough job and I dedicate myself to customer A for them to refer me on to their 1, 2, and 3 referrals, that it actually reflects really well on customer A. Number 2 is to make sure you've actually got something for them to refer to. Now, the easiest way for you to be able to do this is, rather than asking for a referral, although that's extremely useful, you want the ability for your customers to say to their colleagues and network, hey, there's this resource you should go out and collect. It's from a guy that I use called Mike Killen or whatever it is. It's at www.sellyourservice.co.uk/WordPress-funnel or /workshops. If you have something to actually refer your customers' referrals onto, as in there's actually a link or something that they can pass on, that's a fantastic way of beginning to generate a lot of authority and a lot of expert status around anything that you're trying to position, particularly when it comes to marketing funnels. If you've got some kind of content set up on a landing page that has a really easy URL, or if you send that link to your customers and say, hey, just wondering if you've got any customers who you think this would be useful for, please send them on. Or if you've got any colleagues or friends that you think this would be useful for, please send this on to them. You'd be really helping me out. Number 3 is know who you work with, not what you do. This is an internal exercise that we have to do, particularly as funnel builders. Often we get so caught up in thinking about what it is that we do that we often neglect who it is that we work with. Customers, friends, colleagues, family members, network members, all of this kind of advanced sphere that you've got of influence, of all the people that you know, are more likely to refer you on when they know who you work with rather than what you do. It's a really big misconception that a lot of funnel builders have, that they need to really expertly craft what they do as opposed to who they work with. People are way more likely to generate referrals for you if it's really clear who you work with rather than what you do. For example, I say to people, I work with funnel builders. If you know anyone who builds funnels or is a funnel builder, please refer them over to sellyourservice.co.uk or find me on Twitter or Instagram at funnelmike. Now, even if someone themselves doesn't know what a funnel builder is, if anyone ever says to me, oh yeah, I'm a funnel builder, and people do, they refer to themselves as funnel builders, that person is way more likely to go, Mike Killen, you need to go check out his training. So if you say, oh, I only work with pet shops, for example, or I only work with whiteboard manufacturers, or I only work with YouTube content creators, people are more likely to refer you on when they know who you work with, even if it's just a more vague understanding of the niche or the market that you're in. Number 4, now I learned this from my good friend Troy Dean at WP Elevation. It is the reverse referral. This is when you actually give a referral to somebody else. So when you're working with your customers or you're working with your network, hopefully you should know who it is that they're trying to attract. You should know the type of customer that they want to work with. A really powerful referral method that you can use with them is for you to refer a customer onto them. You'll typically have a network of anywhere between 20 to 250 people. It's probably on the larger side at 250 people. And if you're even able to say to one network person or one colleague or one customer or someone within your network, oh, I happen to work with this amazing accountant or bookkeeper or whiteboard manufacturer or whoever it is that your customer is, and pass them on business, they're more likely to reciprocate that and say to you, that reminds me, you should go talk to this person as well. It's a fantastic flip, I think. And again, it's all about giving value back to your customers and doing everything you can to help them. So finally, number 5, this is reward referrals. Try saying that quickly 3 times. Rewarding referrals means have a really clear referral program in place that rewards any work that comes your way based off of anyone else's referrals. For example, if a customer sends a project onto you, would you be willing to give them a gift, even reward them with a referral fee? Now, you have to be slightly careful with the language that you use, because technically exchanging money in favor of people passing you work there's some funny laws around it, particularly in the UK and the EU. But there are some definite advantages, almost like an affiliate fee, where it's to say, well, if you pass on a project to us, we'll give you 15% of the project. Why? Well, because I would happily pay $1,500 on a 10,000 project for a new customer that comes in that's easier to qualify. If it gets through to the stage where they've paid a deposit, I know that I wouldn't have got that customer as quickly. I might have got them eventually, but I wouldn't have got them as quickly if I hadn't got them through my customer. So I make it really clear that we have a referral reward system. So that is the 5 fastest ways and surefire ways to increase your referrals. Number 1, ask for them. Actually say to your customers or your network, hey, do you know anyone who I could help? 3 people that perhaps you could introduce me to or that I could send an email to. Number 2 was make sure that you actually have something to refer people onto, a landing page with a really simple URL where you can capture their information and demonstrate what it is that you're good with. Number 3, give them actual something to refer to. Number 3, make sure people know who you work with. That's more important. Make sure it's clear that people know who you work with, not necessarily what it is that you actually do. Number 4 is sending referrals to others, that reverse referral system whereby you actually give them a referral and you give them a customer from your network. And number 5, reward your referrals. Create a reward system and actually tell people to say, hey, if you ever pass on a referral to us, we will give you something in return. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you want to know how to choose the perfect niche for your marketing funnel business, down below I've got some training on choosing the right niche for your marketing funnel business. We've also got the Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/SYS Mastermind. In the meantime, thanks very much for watching. I've probably got a couple of videos on the side here that you can go ahead and check out if you want to. I'm Mike from sellyourservice.co.uk. In the meantime, keep building those funnels.